Hey G, it's showtime!
Indeed it is. Welcome to Questions and Alan with the one and only Alan Furstenberg.
Hey there.
I'm Alan, and I am here to help answer your questions about designing and developing for the Google Assistant. What do we have today, G?
We have people wanting to know how the assistant knows what to send to the user during a scene.
This is a good question. So, can you bring up that graphic from Google, please?
One graphic coming up. Why do you want it when not everyone can see it?
Well, because for those of you that can see it, you can see there's a bunch of boxes on there, and 3 of them are labeled on entry, conditions, and slot filling. And these 3 blocks during the scene are the places where we can add data or prompts to the prompt queue. So I'm going to be focusing on that pretty much exclusively this time. Does that make sense?
I guess, but why is it called the prompt queue?
Well, there are 2 parts to this, the queue and the prompt.
And now, an instant replay for those of you who weren't paying attention.
The queue and the prompt.
Okay, start with the queue part.
So the queue involves the fact that at each stage, those 3 stages that we talked about, on entry, the conditionals, and slot filling, we're able to add data add parts to our response. And we do this either by the webhook sending back a part of the response to send back, or we can enter the prompts directly through the Actions Builder editor, or we can use both. But at the end, we can have up to 6 parts that have been added into the queue. We'll take all of those 6 parts, put them together, and send that back to the user. So stuff that has been added to the queue gets sent out. Got it?
So far so good. But what is being prompted?
So this information that we're sending to them, whatever we're sending, really is in 2 parts. The first part tends to be the information that we're delivering to them. So if they've asked for something, we may be giving them a response, or we may be validating what we just heard from them. This sorts of thing. But the second part of that is that we're then going to be asking them to give us information, or take a call to action, or tell us what to do next. So we have these 2 parts. The first is data delivery. The second is the prompting part. And in every case, we want to make sure that they're aware that they can do something. So we're kind of guiding them along this path through the prompt. Now, these 2 parts are also reflected in the 2 parts that we deliver into the queue, that we can add to the queue. The first part, the information that we're delivering, is referred to as the first simple response. And the part that we're prompting them, that asking them about, is called the last simple response. And the way the system works is that when we send the message out, we actually put all of the first simple responses from the queue together and send it out, and then all the last simple responses from the queue and send it out. So rather than kind of mixing them together, we each group them by their own ones as they've been set in the queue and send it all out. Is that clear?
Clear enough for now. Folks can check out the documentation at https://developers.google.com/assistant, or just ask you questions and we'll talk more later, as you said. For now, say goodnight, Alan.
Good night, Alan.